Yeah.
What?
Welcome back to Red Sky City, everybody. Thanks for sticking with us through the break. Seltzer just completely destroyed my train of consciousness.
You're right.
Oh, but I mean, you had an excellent point. But anyways, when we last left our heroes, they were on the high seas facing cybernetically enhanced dolphins, torpedoes, mines, a raging storm threatening to capsize the ship, and their lives are just getting increasingly difficult. Now, before we continue, I want to read off a couple of these options for the end of Phase 2, which I have an awarded IP for. So, Group's mission was legendary, accomplishing all of the mission goals set forth, and also all side goals of the session. Group also showed exceptional cooperation and teamwork. So, that last point is up for debate. I'd say elements of the group displayed that. I don't know about the entire group.
I could make some arguments, you know, that the differences in our teamwork was purely down to our characters' motivations, but didn't actually inhibit how we helped each other. Like, we still assisted each other to do our goals.
That's true.
The reason they didn't take part in the mission was because of their own characters' motivations.
What I believe is that the teamwork was tested and actually came out stronger than ever, because we are, as one team, like a really solid unit, but then also as two teams, two really solid functional units on their own.
Yeah, that's why Mark and Jim are on a plane. They're gonna do other stuff.
They're just really
it's
functional over there.
It's not a 4-man team, it was a 2-man team.
Yeah, I think what Rachel is trying to say is that Natalie and Jonah are a great team.
That too.
It's true.
Solid and working together.
Just teams and teams, just a Russian doll of teams.
It's teams all the way down.
I'm trying to squeeze out as much IP as I can out of this, because I know this is our last chance.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and give 80 IP each to Jarex and Natalie, because again, that episode was wild. And I will give 40 each to Father Graceland and the Frizz. They weren't on that mission, but you know, between episodes they do exciting, cool stuff. So we'll go ahead.
I got IP for my last session, so
I'll take a. How did that one go? I mean, you guys accomplished all your goals. The group accomplished most of the mission goals, showing strong cooperative, with a few stellar moments. Okay, yeah, take 50 for that other one. So you should be sitting on 90. And the Frizz should also get that 50. So yeah, so Father Graceland and the Frizz should be sitting on 90 IP from the last two sessions, and Jarex and Natalie should be sitting on 80 from the last session, because that was absolutely ridiculous.
Also, I never once calculated Jonah, so.
Oh, Jonah doesn't go. He has a different progression system.
Got it.
Don't worry about that. He's also not allowed to wear anything other than light armor jack due to corporate policy. That's hard coded into the rules. So, like, if you buy him any heavy armor or any light armor, it voids the extended warranty. You start getting spam robocalls. It's just bad. It's awful.
I'm not gonna break the seal.
Yeah. You know how like
he's in the box.
Yeah, I like my mint condition, Jonah. He's got a little scuffed edges right now, and I'm a little upset.
Yeah. Have you sent it in for grading yet? Just to see, like, you know. Do they use a letter scale for hirelings, or do they use like a number scale?
I keep them in plastic, so I'm not too concerned.
I was gonna say, how do you grade like Magic the Gathering cards? I think it would be mostly like that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, Natalie's a big anime fan, so wouldn't it be like S is the
Yu-Gi-Oh?
highest grade, and then A?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That tracks. All right, back to it. While my team frantically attempts to spend their IP to best suit themselves to not die in this scenario, Father Graceland just executed a fantastic maneuver and is attempting to drag the mine and the torpedo towards the laser dolphin. It's going to get called a laser dolphin even if it's not laser related.
Oh,
targeting system.
Also, this is the one that got EMP'd, so is it going to have any special, like, lack of maneuverability.
It gets extra special vulnerabilities. Yeah,
Don't we all?
it's true. It's
Just
true.
me.
It's it's okay to be vulnerable, unless a torpedo is coming towards you, in which case try to not be. So it is the aforementioned weaponized dolphin's turn. You know what one of the hardest parts about being a GM is sitting down and being like, okay, if I was a cybernetically enhanced dolphin whose arms were shorted out by an EMP and a torpedo and a mine were coming towards me and I was intelligent enough to parse that fact, what would I do? You know? It's...
Just-
Oh my god.
That's a struggle, dude.
The struggle is real. Alright. I think what I would do is I would attempt to evade, and I would activate electronic countermeasures.
Oh my god, these things come with ECMs.
It makes sense they would have at least a limited ECM package. It's not going to be top of the line. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. This is a long shot. I'm going to compare this evasion check +2 for the ECM package. Ooh, what is evasion based on? It's based on dexterity. The arms are down. Oh, okay. Yeah, this is going to be a flat roll against that 21. Nope. That's not going to work. Okay, then if I only had one other choice, I would attempt to dive. All right, so I'm a weaponized dolphin. I'm being chased by a torpedo. I'm going to try to avoid it. I'm going to activate ECM, but I've been programmed by my corporate overlords to inflict maximum damage on my enemies in all cases possible. I'm going to head towards the ship. I'm going to dive bomb right towards it. All right. But the torpedo goes on your turn. So it's going to move at half speed because it's been disabled, and it's going to attempt to evade. It is going to fail. It's trying to keep on course with you. But you move next. So as long as you move far enough away, you should be in the clear. But it's doing its best to make your life worse on its way out.
Well,
That's all it can do.
Yeah. Okay.
Were you going to say something?
I say I've already moved, so if the
Yeah.
torpedo's not moving until the top of the next round. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm good.
So, them's the breaks. What's the laser dolphin's motivation?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm laughing at that speech bubble. What do I desire? Who am I? This is chasing after our boat.
If we die, I want to come back as a laser dolphin.
That can be arranged.
Yeah. Can we all just roll laser dolphins?
We'll do a laser dolphin one shot at the end of phase 3. Unless somebody
Play
wants to be a
against us.
hyper-intelligent octopus, which is also an option.
You mean Blubbo?
Oh my god. 3 laser dolphins in a blubbo. Production.
You know what? I have rules for those too because they showed up in my last con game.
Magnificent. Natalie, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
Whoa, well, the situation is rapidly escalating. Did the mine go off in that scenario and do anything to the dolphin, or?
It did not. It activated.
So the mine is active, the dolphin is near us, and it has torpedoed.
Correct. The torpedo is currently on a collision course. This torpedo and this mine are currently galaxy questing towards Laser Dolphin 1. The new mine that you just discovered, the exciting, new friend you just made, just activated and began tracking.
Fantastic. And Jerax, are you currently using the gun turret on the back?
I'm not on it yet. I mean, I'm not on it.
Huh.
Whoever spends
Yeah.
their IP on heavy weapons first gets a dibs.
I'm considering it, but it's such a big spend.
Yeah, it's a difficult skill, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
I will point out heavy weapons also governs rocket launchers and grenade launchers.
God.
And there's no way we can interact with it at just like a severe penalty, like a layman attempt.
If I understand the rules correctly, you are allowed to make a roll just with your flat reflex on it.
Yeah.
Because nothing could possibly go wrong if you roll really low with explosive weaponry.
Yeah, I mean it's on the back of the boat, like.
Yeah, it's on the back of the
What
boat.
could go wrong?
I'm just comparing my reflex to my athletics. I got one more in athletics, so I think Natalie's gonna run to the back of the boat and chuck another regular grenade.
Okay. Where are you chucking it?
I'm gonna run to the gun turret, and I'm gonna...
Uh-oh.
Oh no!
The suspense.
Threw that grenade so hard it knocked her offline.
Oh my gosh!
Roll a 1. Oh. Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think you've been EMP'd anymore. You might have to F5 in order to get your visual working again. This is what happens when you're just constantly playing with EMP grenades. Like, you're carrying them around with you. It's gonna mess things up at some point. Welcome back.
Oof, Natalie's really seriously considering that demolitions point now, but she's still gonna use the grenades here. And run to the back. So that's athletics, or did you have me do something first?
Athletics is to yeet grenades. And what's your target?
That was what we were solving.
Laser Dolphin 1 is like partially under the ship right now.
Yeah, not him. No, the nearest of the mines that's coming towards us. Are they breaking the surface? I can kind of see them.
They are beneath the surface. So
So-
you'd have to get some pretty decent damage on the grenade, or like sink it, drop it directly on top of the darn thing, have it sink down and go off close range.
Yeah, I've been throwing a lot of grenades as Natalie, and Natalie's really getting a sense of how to cook them. So she wants to try and like prepare this grenade to like sink a bit before it goes off. So that's how she's going to try and throw it in an ideal scenario.
Okay.
And that's at the nearest of the two that is not going to wreck the boat, right?
All right. Well, with a 17 and accounting, you have got a very good mark on the expense ratio per grenade versus how much this nautical mine probably costs. So you are absolutely winning the corporate warfare. One hand grenade versus one nautical mine, stonks.
Natalie's trying so hard to focus.
Find a happy place. Spreadsheets, budgets. Okay.
We're back. We're chucking. There we go. We got a 14 on athletics. Did I need a 16 last time? Because I have 1 luck left, and I will put it on there if that 15 will do it. I only did a 16 last time. Dang it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna have you roll 1d8s.
Oh god.
Great. That's a 5.
1, 2,
Yeah.
3, 4, 5.
Oh, that's
All right.
That's what I was.
Where'd my Boxo explosive fun go? Jono winces visibly. I mean, at least he didn't throw the pin, right?
I gave him trauma.
I know the term shell shock doesn't apply anymore. It's an outdated technical term, but it's still kind of applicable here. All right, here's how I'm going to handle this. The grenade goes off 1 square south of your target. That includes the peanut butter and banana sandwich in its area of effect. You were specifically trying to land this under the water. That's going to absorb some of the blast radius. So I'm going to treat this as cover. So roll for damage, and depending on how much damage you inflict, we'll see if any of it goes through to the boat.
So as it leaves Natalie's hand, she knows it's not going in a good place, and she's immediately turning to Father Graceland like, I'm so sorry!
Oh,
22.
that's a lot of
2
damage.
6s.
Oh my god.
Hmm.
Why did you say it?
Oh god.
Hmm.
You got to be fair to the system, because it's the give and the take with the pseudo RNG.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
What were you saying, Jay?
Lava equivalent exchange.
I was gonna say, the good news is there are no critical injury rules for boats or mines.
That was going to be my next question.
Oh, thank the Lord.
Yeah, no.
Actually, that's really, really important because this is going to absorb, the water is going to absorb 10 points of the damage.
Mm-hmm.
And that leaves 12 points behind. And the armor on the ship is 13. If
Yes.
I'm looking at this correctly, because you have the armor plating, right?
Yes, yep.
if there were critical hit rules, there'd be an extra 5 points on top of that, and it would have gone through.
Oh.
So we're not dead.
Correct. Let's find out if this mine explodes.
Oh god.
Oh.
Oh yeah, it explodes. I admire what you were going for here. I'm just not sure what the end goal was.
Just throwing shit at shit.
That's valid.
Yeah.
All right, the nautical mine explodes.
Oh boy.
I'm sorry. Natalie keeps saying.
That is so much damage.
That is so little damage.
We only got 1-1 in
That's
there.
a lot of damage.
All right, the water is going to absorb, because this is slightly closer, the water is going to absorb 5 points of that,
Oh.
or 21 points of damage, less your 13 armor, for a grand total of 8.
Okay,
everyone?
so the boat has 50 points of health. So now it has what, 42?
That's a lot of health. We're fine,
Yeah.
guys. We're
Yeah.
fine. We're fine. I'm sorry.
That was
You
like,
can't
you know,
complain about that roll, Joe, as well. That's above average.
yeah.
That's true.
How many
That's fair.
mines could there be in the water?
Exactly.
3,
Oh, thank
4.
you.
Maybe.
Thank you. Thank you
Probably
so
like-
much.
2. Right?
Maybe someone should be manning some kind of sonar or something. Be looking at the mines so I don't run into them.
Yeah,
That sounds
Natalie,
really productive.
Can you roll an accounting check to see how cost effective it would be to see how many mines they would occupy in this area, like the to see if it was effective?
What's
Just to
the,
calculate a rough number of mines per square meter.
What's the KPI on mine distribution in this area?
Yeah, okay.
So here's the thing. The Hakudo Maru that you were on, right? That gigantic tanker ship that we could...
Dude.
A lot.
Oh my god. Wow.
Can
Wow.
you not?
Wow,
Can you
okay.
save these rolls?
So here's the thing. Mines, while very expensive under normal circumstances, a single cargo ship could be carrying an ungodly amount of supplies. You guys saw it. You've seen the pictures. These things are enormous. They could carry billions of dollars, let alone the high-tech submarines and military-grade equipment that was floating around in the ocean during the Fourth Corporate War. At that point, if your mine costs $100,000 and you see, 20 of them in an area, you could still easily make your money back.
Yeah.
There's probably a lot of these. There's probably at least twice as many as you've discovered so far.
Wait, we've only discovered 2, so you're saying there's 4?
5,
I just put
6.
two
We don't
more on
know.
the map.
Oh, you did put 2 more on the map.
Huh.
Now, again, this map is something of an abstraction. I reserve the right to move things around because, again, infinite ocean space and such, but there's a bounded number of mines. Oh, yeah.
Per
There's...
square mile? Like,
All right. It is Jonah's turn. What would Jonah like to do?
Jonah is still feeling the hurt from the engagement on the ship, and he
Ow.
threw one of his only 2 EMP grenades. So he's going to take Father Graceland's suggestion and settle his broken body down at whatever is the sonar station. What does that look like, Jay?
Probably the seat Natalie was formerly occupying before she started chucking things out windows. And, there's the fish finder right there, built into
Love
the
the
dashboard.
fish finder. Perfect, because Jonah was definitely watching everything that Natalie was doing when she was at the table, so he's gonna be like, I've got this, and sit down there and apply whatever he can to his awareness of the situation and share. it
I'm
with
going to
everyone.
say probably the only applicable skill Jonah might have would be basic tech, which is not included in the bodyguard package.
All right, hold on, let me argue with you one sec. I gotta see what he's
Yeah,
again.
please, by all means.
Ah, come on! Clearly, concentration is gonna let him be.
He's concentrating very hard on the wavelengths and sine waves and stuff going across the screen right now.
Also, local expert, because if you know 1 square mile of the ocean, you know them all.
Okay, a local expert applies to Night City. He's not a local expert of the Great Pacific Garbage Patch,
Hey,
unless you specifically
whoa.
spent points to become an expert on the Great Pacific Garbage Patch.
And my
Oh.
final argument would be tactics, because ours have been garbage up to this point, and that is what is all around us. So we would be experts.
Okay,
That's almost a good check. That's
I
almost
like
a good.
it.
I'm not going to allow that to let him operate the sonar. That is a technical skill, but it could still be valuable in determining mine distribution, spotting mines, etc. That's not the worst idea in the world, but he's pretty useless at the sonar station.
Damn it. Okay, can he set about learning anything? I don't actually know how his progression works, so perhaps not, but...
I think it's either he doesn't or it's directly tied to your teamwork score. If I
He
recall
doesn't. They don't progress. They're not ever supposed to be on the level of PCs.
Mhm. Oh yeah,
Got
the
it.
way that higher your team works, the progression is you get more of them
We're limited.
by spending points on teamwork, the exec special skill.
I get more Jonas?
Well, they're not all going to be named Jonah, but yes.
Oh, will they? Oh my god, I'm dying. Okay, I'm like so excited.
Pokemon trainer
I don't know.
name, by the way.
Pretty
Gotta
much.
catch them all. Let's see. So there's nothing he can do at the fish station? Is there still time for him to stand up and shoot at something again?
I'm going to say that sitting down at it is just taking his movement. It's not an action to realize you're useless, because otherwise I would never get anything done in my life. So
That's
he's going to sit down, realize he just sees a whole bunch of like, Jonah, get to the sonar! Yes, ma'am, got it. And he sits down, he sees all these buttons, he freezes for a moment, like he's about to start pressing things. Yeah, no, okay. And then he just gets up, grabs his gun. I'll give him a shot at something. Oh yeah, this mine exploded. It's gone. That's good.
Oh, well, you're welcome.
What else do you want him to do?
There's a further mine now, and that one, based on the explosion radius of the current mine that we just set off, he can determine that if he successfully blows up this further mine, that it won't reach the ship, correct?
Correct.
Is
It's
that an assumption?
under a fair amount of water, but yes.
Yeah, he's gonna shoot down at it. He's got nothing else to do, and he failed the sonar thing, so... He's gonna
Alright.
use his man eyes to find the threat.
Roll handguns.
Boom.
18 meters out. Nope, no joy. Sploosh, sploosh. That's the sound a gun makes when you shoot it into water.
Yeah.
I know this from watching a lot of CSI. All right, weaponized dolphin the second.
Is that his
Realizing
name?
that
Is his father weaponized dolphin the first?
actually, no. They skipped it. So like the grandfather was weaponized dolphin the first. His father was Cetaceous the Great, and then he picked back up and he's weaponized dolphin the second.
Okay.
So it's more like a pope / monarch thing. So
Yeah,
it's a
exactly.
principle on dolphins.
Are we
Mhm.
killing
Yeah,
a bunch
because-
of king dolphins? Are we destroying like a lineage of this like species that has peacefully
A
existed?
proud
in this
tradition
trash
passed
pile?
on.
Did they pass down the arms? Like, what are they?
My
gonna-
son,
Yes.
You
trained
must
well
swim.
It is time. You may now have my arms.
They're gonna have to call the dolphin conclave. If you see red bubbles rising up, they've elected a new weaponized dolphin. Anyways, double move, try to catch up into range, avoid the mine, navigate through the trash piles with no difficulty. That's it for me. Frizz, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna look over to Jerax. Does he look like he has a new understanding of heavy machinery? Jerax?
No, I've got my monokatana out and I'm studying the blade. I'm looking it over. I'm
God.
studying the blade.
I'm gonna do like a quick Google search, bloop, and see like, heavy machinery. How should I be able to handle this? Oh, is this a YouTube video that's 30 seconds long that'll allow me to understand this railgun? Perfect. And oh gosh, I'm gonna have to add it to roll 20, aren't I? And it's a difficult skill as well, isn't it?
It is a difficult skill. So first off, you're actually pulling from something you downloaded earlier. You do not have internet access out here. If you tried to get into the internet, you would probably get some very nasty customers who would show
Well, I'm
up.
sure I have terabytes and terabytes of like memory
yeah.
chips of like just like random information that I've stolen from several places. So I just pop in one of my memory chips and I'm like, I should probably learn how to use this thing.
Just get like a PDF of the Anarchist Cookbook. Okay, no, not that. What else we got here? Oh yeah, how to operate a mounted railgun.
It's called heavy machinery?
It's called Heavy Weapons. It is a difficult skill. It is based on, so if you add it to your character sheet, it is based on reflex, and you have 90 improvement points right now, correct?
So I'm going to use 2, so I'm going to put 2 points in it.
All right. So the way that works is you have to spend 40 points to get it to rank 1, then you have to spend another 80 points to get it to rank 2.
So I'm going to say this right now. Out of the 4 times that I've now guest starred, this is the first time that you've ever given me EXP.
Okay.
So...
Understandable. Take another 60 on top. Take another 60 on top.
Yes.
No,
All right.
70. You saved the world from a nuclear device once.
Bam. All right. Perfect. Plus 70, so that means that 40, 80. Bam. I am now at 2 points in heavy machinery, so I'm going to pop on over to that beautiful little railgun. And, oh gosh, where even...
I'm waiting for
Was
somebody to do that with martial arts so we can say I know Kung Fu. But all right. As Jarek stands dramatically, focusing his chi on the back, you sort of shove him aside, grab the gun.
And I can assume that this gun is only shooting, and I'll delete this real quick, in this area, pretty much, correct? Can it go 180 degrees?
Probably realistically not.
Okay, so I'm gonna, it's probably like a cone.
Yeah, most likely. Unless it has a really good turret, it's not going to be able to shoot. Give him a broadside!
Then I'm gonna shoot, is this torpedo still coming at us?
It is coming towards you. I believe Father Graceland might have said he's, communicated somehow that he's attempting to Galaxy Quest, but
Yeah.
the success or failure of this has not yet been determined, especially since the target that he's attempting to juke is directly underneath the boat.
Which is why I'm not gonna shoot that one. I'm gonna make it the assumption that a torpedo can move faster than a dolphin, so I'm gonna shoot at the torpedo. Yeah.
Right. Shoot the shot. Roll heavy weapons, and give me the lowdown on this, Jay. What weapon table does this use? It's a assault rifle?
It's an exotic assault rifle, only capable of single fire. Fire with heavy weapons, 4 shots, ignores armor if it is lower than SP 11.
Okay. Their
Alright.
body armor. Well, okay. All right, so go ahead. It's an assault rifle. You are shooting from here. It's a 36-meter shot with an assault rifle using your newfound skills and abilities. That's only a 13 PV to hit. -1 or +1 for...
Woo! Woo!
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well done. Roll 5d6 for the damage.
Oh wow! Wow!
Tragic.
I didn't roll above
Oh.
a 3. What?
Tragic.
Let's hope they're lightly armored.
So their body armor is pretty strong plating. The body armor is an 11.
Okay, that's SP 11 or lower, so it ignores that.
Oh, that's how that's read. So does the Monokatana ignore a light armor jack? Because I always thought it
Yeah.
was. Oh, if it's. Oh. Well, Jarex, you just got a
I
buff.
believe so.
Wait, I thought I always ignored armor.
No,
Oh, you're
no, you're
muted,
right.
Joe.
It does not say equal to or lower than. It says lower than. So only
Yeah.
only Kevlar and leather.
All right, +1 IP. I was muted. Yeah, so that's gonna glance
Dude,
off
I
the
don't know.
armored death dolphin just because that was a tragic roll. Like literally, almost anything higher would have done it.
Well, thanks.
I love you. Like spend all these
Tragic roll.
points, get on it, download this. Get your scouter out, charge up the electromagnetic coils on this. Fire! Oing.
Oh, yeah.
That was
Wait, you weren't
just
shooting the dolphin. You were shooting the torpedo.
I was.
Okay. Well,
Because I
it's
thought
under.
the torpedo was going to move faster than the dolphin.
Yeah. No. Okay. Ignore half of the stuff I've said. The water absorbs. Ooh. No, it would go right through the water. That would be the whole point of owning a weapon like this. It would. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's fully effective. I like that. We'll go with that.
Yeah.
And you inflicted 10 points of damage. The torpedo explodes.
Boomy.
And you got to think back to any submarine movies that you've watched, where anytime that there's an explosion, it's always this plume of water that rises up into the air.
Even though that's not how physics work.
Is it not?
No,
But Tora,
it wouldn't-
lied to
Depends
me.
on how deep the water is. It wouldn't
That's
explode
true.
out like that.
That's true.
Are you saying it's not like one of those big big play fountains at the park where you can stand on it and it turns off,
Yeah,
turns
pretty
back
much.
on when you get off of it?
Mm.
That's only if you pay extra. There's only a couple of corps that designed their torpedoes that way. All right, yep. Torpedo destroyed. Would it have struck the dolphin? We may never know. Well done. Jerax, it's your turn. How have you spent your well-gotten goods?
So I contemplated it, and there's a lot of good skills here. I saw it as a dance skill, which I was tempted to bring up points in.
It would complement acting.
I've
Could
already
become,
I mean,
if you took
acting-
that and singing, you'd be a triple threat.
Yeah, I've only got 1 point in acting, so I might have to put... The thing is, I was like, shall I just save up to get interface to 4 so I can finally get out of this interface skill? Because now Kelly's was, I don't need interface anymore.
I'm sorry.
But I'm just gonna stay as like, that's my little side thing. It's like my little side thing. Instead, I put 80 points into another level of melee weapons. So I was studying the blade on the boat, and I've noticed that we are within sword range.
Oh my
of
god,
one
you are!
dolphin.
Oh
So
my
I'm going
god.
to walk up to the window, and I'm gonna just start stabbing it from the window with my monokatana.
Let me introduce you to the Kendachi Mono 3! Shia! All
So
right.
yeah, I'm gonna go for a little melee weapon attack, and I get
This-
2 of those.
This is bullshit because that dolphin has no arms.
Yeah, poor dolphin. I mean, maybe it will act as a warning to the other one to back off, you know?
It may be
Ooh,
that your purpose in life is to serve as a warning to others. All right, roll a melee weapons attack.
Okay, this is the first attack. A 15.
Taking a -2 to this. Ooh, 15.
Ooh.
In case of a tie, the defender wins.
Am I allowed to use luck?
Yes, because I'm house ruling it because it makes for more dramatic footage.
Okay, then I will use 1 bullshit luck. To win
It
this
only makes for
fight.
dramatic footage if you do a commercial break right before it. Will Jerax
That's-
use luck? Find out.
On the next episode.
Will it be enough? Exactly. Yeah, so the new rule after this episode should be that like every hour you can do it after rolling.
Oh,
Ooh.
critical
Yeah.
hit.
I just got a crit with that one.
Okay. Now we get to apply the critical hit table to a non-humanoid
dolphin.
target, namely a dolphin.
Oh boy.
All right.
I mean, it has
So on a
arms,
critical hit,
even if they don't.
it does have arms. They're not useful, but it has them.
I want them.
Well, let's see if you get them. You deal an extra 5 points of damage. This dolphin is armored at 11. It does have 11 points of armor, and the boat is on top of... Give me a sec. I have to move the dolphin on top of the boat for science. It did take a hit earlier, so it's only got 9 points of armor left, and you just dealt 22 points of damage. So we're going to minus that down by 13 points of damage on the Cyber Dolphin. And you are going to roll 2d6 on the critical injuries
Ooh.
table.
A 9.
9.
What does
Torn
it
muscle. -2 to melee attacks.
Okay,
So-
well,
If it wants to beat you to death with its fins or bite you with its cybernetically enhanced teeth, it's going to be more difficult.
let's go for another
That
another
thing's 8 feet long, I'm
slash.
sure.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh
gonna-
yeah, that would hurt.
I'm gonna hit it again with my sword.
Okay. Roll it.
18 this time.
Once again, Jerax is
Damn.
yelling, "Drive me closer!"
I want
What?
to hit it with my sword.
I just imagine you fucking swinging at the water. I'm sorry.
The best part about this is that whenever it's from Jarek's POV, you've got this really dramatic lighting. The wind is sweeping through his like lab coat. He charges himself. He looks into the water and then just delivers this devastating attack. But from everyone else's perspective, he's holding onto the boat, going.
For some
Just
reason, the
slashing away
scene
at the
from
water.
Brave where the bear mom is learning how to fish with her bare claws.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, that's going to be another hit. Roll for damage.
We are just destroying it.
Dang.
All right, well, that's not a critical hit, but that is 18
No.
points of damage. It turns green as long as one die comes up as a 6.
Mm.
So. Oh yeah, this is a critically injured cybernetic death dolphin.
The third. Or the
The
second.
third.
Is it weak
No,
enough
no,
for
the
me to
other one's
take its
the second.
arms?
Okay.
If you'd like, you can make a called shot to the arms. Not on this turn because you already took your chance.
Okay, sure.
But for
Yeah.
-8, you can take a called shot to the arms.
Oh, we're doing that next time. If we get within sword distance.
All right, Father Graceland, it is your turn. The torpedo's
Okay.
been destroyed. One mine is tracking you. The other 2 mines just became active. You're aware of their rough position. This is going to be the part where I start just dragging things.
Yeah, I'm thinking real hard. Problem is anywhere I move, I may run into more mines. I gotta take an action to look at my own sonar, because no one else will, and try to get a location of no one with tech skills in the party.
Can I
I'm
just
doing
say,
essential demolitions work to the boat.
you know, Frizz the hacker had the tech console there. She's got the electronic skills. She's got the tech skills, and she was like,
Nope, I gotta shoot something.
gun.
I gotta shoot the torpedo. Nope, that's fine. I gotta do a sonar check. What do you want me to roll for that?
We could do land water vehicles tech. I don't know if there's a specific role here. I think because it is attached to the vessel and it's your vessel, I would take water vehicles tech. For anyone else in the party, I was going to go with electronics and security tech or basic tech, most likely as my skills. But I think this is all part of the Nomad package.
Oh god.
How unfortunate.
Yeah.
9, right?
Yeah, 9. So Jonah, thank you, did something to my sonar, and now the bleeps, the sweeps, and the creeps are not properly reading right. And so I'm like,
Jonah, as a corporate servant, just is so used to accepting the fact and scapegoating that he's like, yeah, sure, I did. Mm-hmm.
I am going to so which one is moving towards us? Or do I not know?
+1 IP. You are aware of these 3 mines that are active, and if they are active, they are targeting you.
Right. Okay.
They are about to
Oh.
move on their turn, or at the end of your
Yes.
turn, they are going to move.
There are no good options. I'm going to hit reverse and go backwards down straight south.
Okay. And when the boat's in reverse, according to rule of like the universe, you'd go probably at half speed. But according to the vehicle
Yeah, no.
rules of, okay,
Yeah, no, I perfectly accept that it makes sense that a boat in reverse can't go as fast as a boat forward.
Mhm.
I'm not trying to go particularly fast. I'm just trying to put garbage piles between me and most of these mines.
okay, that's smart. It's not a bad plan. All right,
And I gotta
so
say-
now
I gotta-
the act.
Yeah, I gotta say out loud. We need to know where these mines are, and they're gonna have some more coming in. Does the dolphin move with us?
I hope
Cling
so.
into the boat with his broken arms?
I truly hope so.
No, the dolphin was just caught along for the ride. It's like
Yearns for
dangling from the
creator.
end of Jarek's sword. No, the dolphin does not move with you. Andy, there was a chance that you had confused this mine into tracking the wrong target already. So, and I had rolled for that. So yeah, this mine is in fact going to move towards. its propulsion is active. It's going to drift towards this dolphin. The other two are, which does actually take it out of the range of the garbage. This one is going to drift towards you. Not drift, again, they've got their own propulsion. And this one's going to start moving towards you. Does not reach you yet, but it has a clear shot without garbage in the way.
Yeah.
You stay on the move, you should be fine, but there's always more problems. And as all this is going on, your radio is still, it's like somebody's trying to hail you. Grace, can you hear us? Got two coming toward you, two vehicle, direct course. Do you hear me?
Great.
Two what?
All right. Yeah, the fun thing about that voice filter is that I have no idea how much of that you guys are able to hear and how much you weren't.
Two more dolphins coming towards us. That
Well,
just
two
means
somethings.
more arms.
With a treaty?
All right.
Why can't the nomads and the dolphins live in peace?
That's our next campaign. Red Sky City, dolphin diplomacy. So with its arms disabled and it heavily damaged, and a mine tracking it, this dolphin is going to it's going to take both of its moves at half speed to go directly under the boat. So, right here. Safe out of Monokatana range and with a mine tracking it.
Very
What's the rating of the show?
You can swear.
Fuck you, dolphin.
Yeah.
Look, it's the very best that Fourth Corporate War money could buy. They need these dolphins have ranks in the tactics skill.
What?
Dang.
I mean, they've got, first, again, dolphins can be trained by we were doing research on this. Uberchain was helping with the research on this, on what real militaries are doing with dolphins in the year 2021. Add into that the ability to select for certain traits via genetic engineering. Add into that the ability to install behavioral modification chips directly into the brain. It's got a pretty good suite of assholery options. Natalie, it's your turn. There's an evil dolphin under the boat. What are you going to do?
Ooh, I don't like that dolphin. We bought harpoons before we came on this trip, and Natalie's just becoming aware of that fact. So, she's going to... Is it an action if I want to give my harpoon to Jonah?
I believe it is.
Well, I'm fine spending my turn that way if it is, but Natalie is going to pull out the harpoon and give it to Jonah after watching him totally whiff that handgun shot.
Okay, here's what I'm going to say. Because he's your teammate, I will allow you to use his action to arm the harpoon. So, one of you has to use your action. Doesn't have to be you.
Oh,
Okay.
I want him to shoot it, so that's fine. I just
Alright,
want him to
great.
be able to shoot on his turn.
Excellent. What's he going to shoot it at? It's treated as a very heavy pistol.
I would like to shoot it at the other dolphin, because Natalie's yelling at Jonah, shoot the dolphin, shoot the dolphin! And the dolphin's under the boat. So he's like, and he's going to take a shot at whatever dolphin he sees.
All right, roll a handguns check for our boy Jonah.
My Jonah.
This is one of those rolls
Yes.
where I'm going to see the number and then I'll check it if I have. Okay, yeah, I have to check that. That's a 21. 36 meters out with a pistol. That's a 25. 25 is the number.
Oof.
Yeah.
Can you just reel it back in then? Is that...
Oh. Oh,
We
yeah,
did
you guys wanted-
buy...
Harpoon. It was harpoons. Yeah, but how long does it take to reel back in a harpoon after you've shot it out 36 meters into the water? It's,
I'm gonna ask the guy with the fish finder. That's a 45-second reel.
I am happy to let the GM decide whether it's a hand crank or a automated reel. I
It's
wasn't
an-
the
it's-
one there.
Oh yeah,
This
it's
is the
also
dark
the
future.
future.
It would be an automated reel. It's got a similar system to the grapple guns, right? Where, it's got a gas canister or something or a little metal reel on it. But I don't care how fast it is. If you're going to pull a projectile, it's going to take at least 3 seconds. So he cannot fire it on his next turn. I'm going to take that and we're going to run with it.
Okay.
Right. That was your turn. That was Jonah's turn. Now it is Weaponized Dolphin the second's turn.
Come closer.
Oh, sorry, the third.
To
My
me. I wish to hit you with my sword.
All right. So the dolphin is going to swim close to you, but not within sword distance, and it's going to pop out of the water enough to fire its harpoon at you,
Excuse me?
Jerax.
A me?
Yeah. Can production?
Oh,
Can we have the
fine.
art of the non horribly dismembered dolphin up? I need to point something out. You see that weapon in its hand?
Yes.
Yeah, that is a harpoon gun. You are standing on the side of the ship. It is going to shoot at you.
Okay. I
All right.
choose deflect.
What's your reflex score?
Not high enough.
You save your points and get it up to 8. You can dodge bullets.
That is like 2 years in the future, I think. I have a reflex of 4. It's so many points to get it to 8.
Yeah, you would have to like hack your way through 3 more Halo 3 endings in order to get enough IP to pull that off.
Yeah.
All right, so Killer Attack Dolphin is 12 meters out on a pistol. That is a 15 to hit. It is not affected by the adverse conditions because it is finely tuned for this exact combat environment and programmed only to destroy. I'm going to roll a handguns check for the Dolphin.
Just an unreal world we live in, huh?
It missed.
Oh.
It missed?
Yeah, I believe so. 14 meters, ranged weapons. Yeah, to hit you at 14 meters, it would have had to get a 20.
What? That's crazy.
It's treated as a handgun. You know, that's a
Bro,
fairly.
If it lands in the boat, I'm dragging it in.
All right, yeah, you can grab it and try to reel the dolphin in by
God,
its
what is-
own harpoon
actually,
gun.
What is the strength of this dolphin? Actually, it might drag me in.
Good
Oh,
question.
got a Rorschach moment where he's trapped in the ocean with me.
It is an 8-foot long streamline. You know how some people have said that like the swimmer's body is the ideal bar, but like imagine Michael Phelps except shaped like a tube, and it's all smooth muscle.
I don't like
Yeah.
Wanna
any
get in
of
a tug
that.
of war
You
with that?
never,
No.
you never say that string of words
Don't.
ever again. What?
Someone just
Michael
clipped that.
Phelps,
I
That is a
cannot, sir.
nightmare.
but in a tube.
Hey, art department, do not illustrate that. Do not commit that image to visual, please, ever. Thank you, Richard.
All right, moving on from that traumatic thought. Riz, it's your turn. have no
I'm
targets
gonna shoot
visible.
the tubular Michael Phelps. All right, that's what I'm doing. I'm shooting at him as much as I can with my handgun. He's
You
not
say
within-
tubular Michael Phelps, and I imagine him like surfing with this
You would hope, right?
in the
That's the
background.
vision that you hope you have. But imagine what I'm thinking right now.
This
Yeah,
is the
he's
part
not
where our
within-
Cyberpunk Red campaign goes full Cthulhu. Sorry, go ahead.
He's not within range of my heavy weapon, so I guess like I see that Jerax potentially is fighting with a dolphin, so I'm gonna shoot my handgun at it.
Okay. Roll to shoot the
Question.
dolphin. Yes.
Answer.
If I may, the cable on the harpoon, is it wire or is it rope?
It would absolutely. I imagine it would be some sort of wire with a polymer coating to prevent, corrosion in this environment.
So a conductive substance. Good to know.
Mm.
They designed it as a conductive substance. You know, if you dealt any damage, like, because again, it has like a plastic coating on the outside, you dealt any amount of damage to it, and then it would be a conductive, I would say.
So yeah, I'm gonna shoot it.
All right, roll to shoot the dolphin. Out of
Um,
context, you guys would sound like monsters.
Yeah.
In context,
Yeah, we
we're
would.
not great.
blah, blah.
17. An excellent shot, but you needed a 20 to hit. This is...
So with my additional 3 luck that I'm gonna put on top of it, you were saying that hits?
Yeah, sure. You want to spend your luck right now? That works for me. That's fine by me.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot the dolphin.
Yeah, we want to shoot the dolphin. Go ahead and roll it.
Oh, what do you mean roll?
Damage.
Oh, the damage.
The good roll.
Oh God.
Aw.
That is
Oh, threes.
tragic.
Yeah.
Wait, you're using like a light pistol, or you're using a heavy, not a very heavy pistol, right?
Yeah, heavy pistol.
Okay, good news. That has a fire rate of 2, meaning your first shot glances harmlessly off of its cybernetic underneath its blubbery skin armor, but you get a second shot.
Yeah.
Wait, all
You have to.
handguns?
No, very heavy pistols get 1 shot. But you have to roll again to hit, though. So
Oh, can I keep
Yeah.
that 13 though if I do hit?
yeah, you can keep that 13. It's got
Aw,
armor
thank
11,
you.
so it'll only bounce. It'll deal like 2 points of damage, but it'll do damage.
Boop.
Oh, close, but no cigar.
All right.
The first shot like sparks as it bounces off the dolphin's cybernetic plating. The second one kerplunks into the water. Jerax, it's your turn. Are we getting in a
Okay.
tug of war with the dolphin?
Yes, tug of war time with the dolphin. I've
Ryan, you
I've
cannot-
weighed up.
You cannot slice down through the boat. Okay? Just want to point that out.
What do you mean?
You cannot do that. You
No,
cannot
other
say,
than-
oh, the dolphin's right under us.
Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, no, I wasn't gonna do that. I'm going to.
Be really
if
cool,
you'll allow it, Joe. It's
Here we
time
go.
for the tug of war with the dolphin. I want to grab onto the grappling hook it fired and make it regret the day it fired a grappling hook at me.
Okay. Roll an athletics check at +2. Assuming
Here's
that
the
you're.
concept. I'm gonna like try and plant my feet against the boat as I'm pulling this for extra leverage to try and really like double arm me, you know?
Okay. Every game has to have a fishing minigame. Roll.
So that's my plan. Athletics is getting rolled.
Yep, at +2.
A 14! Ah, this thing's gonna be strong, isn't it?
Robot dolphin, man. Like, yeah.
With busted arms! Where is it getting this arm strength?
It doesn't
With-
need one.
with-
This is not the one that's
With
had
what
its arms
friction?
disabled.
Oh, okay.
It's so
And-
strong!
2, it just kicks its tubular Michael Phelps muscle mass in the
No!
opposite direction to generate an incredible amount of force.
My God.
It's even better because it's a terrible Photoshop.
Welcome to the dark future. Welcome to Red Sky City.
Oh God.
All right. You can feel yourself starting to lose. Like you're pulling and it's absolutely just not budging at all, whatsoever. You didn't botch it, and you can just let go. So I'm not going to have it get the chance to haul you back in, which,
God, thank the Lord.
as much as I want to. I just don't think that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, I can't really do much else. Can I have another go at it?
No, you used your. I'm going to call that your
Yeah.
action. Like there's
Yeah,
no
I'm-
rate of fire 2 on the fishing skill.
I'm finished then. That's my turn.
Race left. We've got 2 aerial vehicles. Position, moving fast. And then the transmission dies out. And there's a crackle on the radio, and you get something else instead. And before we get DMCA'd, off in the distance, you see the shadow of 2 gyrocopters armed with machine guns on an intercept course and closing fast. Let's go ahead and take a break right here as player 3 enters the scene. When we come back, it's our heroes still against 2 weaponized cybernetic dolphins, a bunch of unseen landmines, and now a mysterious third party who seems to have nefarious intentions. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Hmm.